In this video, I'm going to tell you about all the drops of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S in the United States on December 4th and give you some insights into the pattern that PlayStation Direct has. Watch all the way to the end so you get the secrets of how to secure the console that you want. I'm Linus Wilson. Subscribe. Okay, so we had 3 drops of the PlayStation 5 today. One was from GameFly. It was a $999 bundle. I think Cheeto and at Showtime Prod 4 were tweeting about this. I was not. But and I don't think Wario tweeted about this either. So some people did get it. But it was a $1,000 bundle. It had 12 months of GameFly 2 game per month membership. And then it had all the accessories. It had the 3D headphones. It had the remote control. It had the extra haptic feedback controller. And it had the HD camera in addition to the PlayStation 5 disc version. And I think it sold out relatively quickly. You know, I think that there's been times where GameFly has been up for over an hour. It was up for less than an hour. I think this is the first time GameFly has gone live since launch day, but I could be wrong on that. And then Sam's Club put up their page for the bundle that they've been selling. It seems to me that they sold several times since launch day, this bundle. It seems like they also sell them late at night, so like around 1 a.m. So, you know, I guess Sam's, if it's under Walmart's umbrella, it's in Central Time, so maybe they reset their computers at midnight Central Time. I don't know. It's a $640 controller bundle with Miles Morales Ultimate Edition. It's very similar to what Costco has, but we don't know if that's going to go up again. And they've kind of had some kind of shipping delays, so I'm a little bit skeptical about it. But it looks like it's going to be online only. And I think, you know, if you're looking for Target to go live again, they're probably not going to go live until next week. So, you know, my tracking from my store from Spot showed that they lost 13,000 consoles the day after they dropped yesterday, right? 12/3. And so it's not like I don't think that they have a lot of stock. They may be restocking in some stores, and it may be select stores. So what if they do drop next week, which would be the week of December 6th through 13th, then you just need to, what you want to do is you want to change your store to a store that has actual stock with My Store for Spot. So I don't believe the theory that My Store for Spot is being hidden or the inventory is being hidden, because I saw the inventory just go out immediately after they dropped. So, and I saw it rise before that. So I don't think it is being hidden. So I think My Store for Spot is accurate, and probably Pop Finder will be accurate too about the stock situation. And I showed you a memo from Jake Randall earlier in the week saying that some stores were going to get stock on 12/5. So those 12/5 stores are likely to be in part of the drop for, you know, next week, right? The second week in December, if there is one. And probably it will be between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. like this Eastern time, like this last one was. And then absolutely nobody tweeted about the PC Richards drop until long after it happened. So at Jay Gallardo notified, you know, some people that he had got the Sackboy bundle from PC Richards and Sons, which will only ship to the tri-state area or Philadelphia, where they have stores. And nobody tweeted about that. And you know, if you guys are going to be greedy and not tell anybody right after you order, then I'm not going to be able to tell the other New Yorkers about what's going on, or the New York tri-state people about what's going on. And the same thing is true for all the other, people that follow this. Cheeto's based in New York, and he didn't know about this. I'm based way down in Louisiana. I'm not going to know about this, and we're not going to, refresh the PC Richards page if y'all don't tell us about what's going on. But we were told after it dropped, long after it dropped, somebody else got an extra controller and Demon Souls for $640, thanks to @JenLeone12, who notified me that PC Richards dropped for the first time since, I think, launch day. And then the queue went live at about, I want to say, about 4 p.m. Eastern time, something like that. And they started dropping the actual disc versions, the $500 versions of the PS5, at about 20 minutes later. And what's interesting is Hot Stocks Alert was 5 minutes late from when the first person saw the disc in stock. They came out of the queue and they got it. And so we had several people that got it from PlayStation Direct. But I'm going to go into whether I think the queue is random or is first come, first serve. And then by 1:35 p.m. Pacific time, so 4:35 p.m. Eastern time, they were sold out at PlayStation Direct, right? And so if you just look at like my active followers who responded to this poll, 5,000 of them, where did they get their consoles from? About 10% got their consoles from PlayStation Direct, and another 1% got them from PC Richards and Son or GameFly. So, PlayStation Direct still seems to be like the most likely source going forward, and it really has been for the last several weeks in terms of the sheer volume of consoles that people have secured. But that, of course, also means that still 88% of the people are still in the hunt, unless they're hunting for a Xbox Series X, or they're just following just for fun. We also got a lot of the accessories in stock today, and I did a live stream of the queue. And Microsoft Store dropped some Xbox Series X and S, but Microsoft Store is kind of glitchy. It's kind of flickers. People were having a lot of trouble checking out. Very frustrating. Did not get a lot of confirmations. This is one of the few confirmations we got. Somebody actually bought today. Some people mentioned using an auto clicker. I've not tried that, but that might be something you want to do with the Microsoft Store. I think it says something to do with canceled orders, maybe. Maybe it's not similar to the anti-bot protection that Best Buy uses, which makes it really hard to check out of the cart. And so, these Amazon EUs may be less frustrating than the Microsoft Store. And with Microsoft Store's kind of late ship dates, it might be just as good. I don't know. But I think there's also walk-in possibilities at Walmart still for the S and X. Probably not so much for you just need this extra cord here. that GYX Deals is showing you. And I highly recommend, especially if you're a night owl, to follow at GYX Deals, because he stays up late at night because he's in a very different time zone than I am. And so, in terms of the PlayStation Direct queue, right? The PlayStation Direct queue, I did this poll, and about 40% of people, right? 14% plus 25%, it's about 39%, I guess, used more than one device to log into the queue. And of those that use more than one device, about 60%, their first device that logged into the queue checked out of the queue first. And 40%, that 14%, right? 14% of 39%, their second or later device, so maybe they had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different devices they logged in the queue. One of their later devices got in first. So that seems to me that there is some benefit statistically in getting early into the queue, but there is also a random element, and so that random element makes it advantageous to log in with several different devices, right? So use your phone, use your computer, use your tablet, use another laptop, right, to log in, because that's going to increase your odds. Now, it's still most likely that your first one that logs into the queue is going to exit the queue first, but it's not 100% likely. It's not even more than 60% likely. So I don't expect a lot of activity this weekend, but we do have something like 30 past PS5, Xbox Series X retailers floating around in the United States that potentially could drop at any time. But what we're expecting for next week is AnOnline has confirmed that they will drop the Xbox Series X or S and PS5 bundles next week, and that'll probably be their last drop before Christmas. That's the last one they've confirmed. And then PlayStation Direct has dropped. So I want to just show you this. So I came up with a list of all the times the PlayStation Direct has dropped. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. So PlayStation Direct has dropped 11/12, 12/13, 11/16, 11/17, 11/18, 11/19, 11/25, 11/30, 12/3, and 12/4. And I asked people if I got that wrong, but I think I got it right. So there were 2 in the first week of the launch. That was a Thursday, Friday. There were 4 in the second week in the launch, Monday through Thursday. In the third week after launch, there was only 1, 11/25, the day before Thanksgiving. And then in the fourth week after launch, there were 3. So the median and the average is 2.5 drops per week, all during weekdays. So we've not had a weekend drop from PlayStation Direct. And since 11/12, we have not had a drop outside of business hours in Pacific time, right? So we are expecting weekday drops from PlayStation Direct during Pacific time business hours, probably 2 or 3. That would be our most likely guess, 2 or 3 next week, based on past history. But of course, if we start seeing that they're not shipping, they're delaying to ship several days, then that would be a bad sign that maybe we're going to see an end to the drops because they don't have limited inventory. My general take, though, is that that the inventory situation right now is kind of tight relative to what it was on launch day and through Black Friday. That we have a more limited inventory. It is going to be harder to secure a console, especially the PlayStation 5, leading into Christmas, because the gap between what has already been ordered and what is already in stock, and what people want, is bigger, right? And so it's going to be a tough fight, and it may be not a fight that you're in for. And so my advice is to keep things in perspective, get some sleep, subscribe. I'm Linus Wilson. Good luck.